The Falcons 78 and South Tigers 50.
It used to be, when investors got into the stock market, they could almost plan on things going one way. But unfortunately, things don't always come out as planned. So if you're looking for an investment you can count on, come to TCF for a variety of insured savings plans that offer a guaranteed rate and keep yourself well covered.
Have spring fever? Do something about it. Stop into Champion Auto Stores during our Spring Fever sale and save on what you need to revitalize your car or truck for spring. Champion Auto Stores Spring Fever sale.
LA Gear salutes Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I'd like to add just one footnote to my career.
Goes up. 1:21 to go. It is a 20-point lead for Robbinsdale Armstrong. It is a done deal.
This is the time I like to salute any teams that have beaten these teams that have played so impressively today. We'll start with Austin. They beat Owatonna. And Owatonna looked awfully strong today. Teams that didn't make the tournament. From Armstrong's point of view, hard to believe, I said I had a very fine team. They beat Armstrong once, but not the game they wanted to. In the region finals, they lost on a Johnsen buzzer beater. I guess he scored with about 6 seconds left, and Wayzata had one last crack and didn't get a great shot. But they had a very strong team. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it here because of Armstrong.
At the line now, Matt Negan for Armstrong. And that one will loop out again. As I mentioned, 2 of Armstrong's 4 losses were to state tournament field teams, Stillwater and St. Paul Central. Central and Rocori will be our next game here in the Class AA quarterfinals.
Osseo is the other team that beat Armstrong, and they were victims of South in the Region 5 AA final, lost by 4 points. Osseo, of course, was here last year, and they've got a great team.
Bucket up and in for Matt Niggin. Fouled as he came in. Reserves coming on now.
Niggin's basket is good.
There's the dump down low, and Jason Johnsen finds the open man. He's a very smart mover of the ball. If he becomes a consistent jump shooter from the outside, of course, it's not as easy to carve up the lane in Big Ten basketball. But Wisconsin's going to have an awfully good player if he can score from the outside consistently, because he is like lightning. He passes well. He's got extremely great hands, great quick.
Armstrong's Matt Niggin hits a 3. Gunderman and Jucky are in now for Robbinsdale. Chad Shapiro in the lineup for Minneapolis South as both coaches go to the benches and give some of these young men some state tournament championship round playing time. The South Tigers bring it back down. Craig Hewitt leaping. Wilson got it for 2. 45 seconds to go. 22-point lead for Robbinsdale Armstrong. Driving in Jucky underneath no, and there's Brian Monahan, number 42. Monahan makes the margin 24. Chad Shapiro, senior guard. Left side Wilson, 3 off the rim. Ryan Broder brings it back out. Deep they go. Jucky off the side, got it back. Jucky baseline right, puts it in. Chad Jucky. 10 seconds left in the game. 28-point Armstrong lead. Shoveling up, no, rebound tip, no. As I said, nothing falling for South now, and a foul underneath.
All done with the shouting now, 86-60.
Ryan Young, number 25, in the lineup now for South.
Free throws will be shot by Monahan here. At least one of them. He's got the 1-and-1.
Armstrong tickets will also be on sale immediately.
Well, Armstrong's been most impressive. I think we've got 3 good semifinal representatives so far. Stillwater certainly hustles, battles all the way. Showed a lot of spunk. Very tough team from the Big 9 in southern Minnesota. And now Robbinsdale Armstrong advancing to the semifinals.
That's the game. As the Robbinsdale Armstrong Falcons win their 24th game of the year, Coach Larry William and his Region 6 AA champions really pouring it on here and winding up with a 26-point margin. Our final score in this AA quarterfinal game, the Armstrong Falcons 86, the South Tigers 60, and we'll return to the 1989 Minnesota High School Basketball Tournament
can make a great save at family night with the Minnesota North Stars when the Stars take on the Buffalo Sabres Saturday, March 18th at the Met Center. Save big with 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsis, and a tub of popcorn, all for just $39.95. Family night packages must be purchased in advance at the Met Center box office or charged by phone at 853-9300. Family night on Saturday, March 18th with the Minnesota North Stars. Be a part of the excitement.
People tell me that Godfather's Pizza is the best anywhere. So Steve Frisbee from Research talked to thousands of consumers to find out why. He covered 43 states and went through 2 company cars. So Steve, tell me why people like our pizza so much.
More toppings. Can we get a close-up on this?
Now for a limited time, get any large pizza for the price of a medium.
Enjoy your Godfather's Pizza and take life one bite at a time.
26-point margin, as it turns out, as the Robbinsdale Armstrong Falcons beat the Minneapolis South Tigers. Armstrong climbed on this one early, Jim, and stayed the whole night.
Showing great numbers. They remind me a lot of the Armstrong team we saw last year that went to the runner-up. They came in waves the first 2 games and won them easily, and people expected them to go on and perhaps take Ricori, but Ricori just seemed to be a team of destiny last year. They had that unbeaten record, and they pulled together a spunky game in the championship. But Armstrong doesn't have to take a back seat to anyone when it comes in terms of overall talent and ability. They're going to be there Saturday, I think. Of course, Central and Ricori have yet to play in a state tournament where anything can happen. Hey, they're 17, 18-year-old people, and you don't expect them to play the same way every night. But if Armstrong plays like this, I think we might be putting a crown on their head come Saturday night.
They had a very solid game at both ends of the court. They seem to play with a definite style. They know what they're doing. They take control. They play with a lot of poise, and you've got to like the Armstrong Falcons now 24-2 in the year. Let's take a look at our player of the game, and I'll tell you about a one-man wrecking crew. Jason Johnson's average is about 17 points. The highest he's had this year is 27. This is the highest scoring game of the year for Jason Johnson, who winds up tonight with 31 points. Unofficially, along with 5 steals along the way. Very important. Jason Johnson, our player of the game, brought to you by the Minnesota Dairy Promotion Council, American Dairy Association. He'll receive a handsome certificate, and the school gets a donation to its athletic fund on behalf of Minnesota's dairy farmers. 5 steals for Jason Johnson, so he really makes things pop, and it isn't just putting the basketball in the hoop.
He's a basketball player. He is very impressive. As I say, he's got a kind of a strange jump shot. He kind of vaults it up there, but he was very effective today. By far the quickest player out there, and when he gets going, and Nevedrick and Jankala complement him so well. They work well, they get the steal, and they always look for the man with the wheels, and that's Jason. They got him the ball in good scoring position a lot of times tonight, so they deserve credit too.
Johnson and the Armstrong Falcons, 86, Minneapolis South 60, and we'll be right back.
The man on the left has a car with plush interior, European styling, room for 5. The man on the right has all that too, plus front-wheel drive. But one big difference between these 2 cars is that the man on the left is still paying for his. The affordable Hyundai Excel, just $57.24. Hyundai, cars that make sense.
The American farmer takes on a lot of tough jobs every day. He does everything he can to produce a good crop. And he does everything in his power to preserve our delicate environment, such as terracing his fields to control runoff and erosion, so that families like his can continue farming for generations to come. Brought to you on behalf of the American farmer by the makers of dual herbicide.
The Armstrong Falcons really poured him in tonight, and they'll head into the semifinal bracket tomorrow afternoon against the winner of our next game here in the AA quarters, St. Paul Central and Cold Spring Ricori.
Ricori had a 5-game losing streak near the top of the season. I'm sure that this did not look like it was going to happen.
And again, we talked about that great guard matchup between Hughes of St. Paul Central and Jason Johnson from Armstrong.
They are outstanding players, and you know, it's interesting, we touched on it yesterday. On any other team, David Holman would be the star of the team. St. Paul Central, he's got to kind of play second banana to Gerald Hughes. who comes along and averages almost 26 points a game, has scored nearly 40, and is just a tremendous ball handler and shooter. He'll go inside, and mostly he can really fire from out of the perimeters, too.
That's right. Dan Brink has talked about this team being his shortest Central team, and they're going to have match up against 7-foot Grant Johnsen inside. So I think the inside game is something else to really watch for, in that it might be an edge for Armstrong.
Armstrong just got past Lysetta in the Region 6 AA title game. It was a 2-point affair at Williams Arena. They nearly ran out the clock on themselves, as a matter of fact, but got out 53-51. So it was an exciting finish for them. St. Paul Central in its 11th trip to the tournament. Hughes got 31 points in their section championship game. We mentioned they are explosive on offense. Coming up, AA action continues. The St. Paul Central Minutemen and the Armstrong Falcons.
If you've got one of these, you need one of these, a GMC. It's great for getting your boat up to the lake. Thinking about a minivan? A GMC Safari will outhandle and outtow a Plymouth Voyager and has more room inside, too. Right now, get free automatic transmissions on Sierra pickups, $750 cash back on S15 pickups, and $500 cash back on S15 Jimmies. If you've got something to pull, get a GMC. See your local Viking Line GMC truck dealer today.
I never thought it would happen to me. I mean, I started out listening to Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton. Then I went to a Willie Nelson concert. And then I bought a Hank Williams Jr. tape. Me, the old rock and roller. I like country music. I like it a lot.
Discover the new country music on K102 FM.
We're back from the St. Paul Civic Center, the Class AA semifinals. The Armstrong Falcons and the St. Paul Central Minutemen. Here are the starting lineups now at PA announcer Dick Stanford.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for our second Class AA semifinal of the 1989 Minnesota State High School Basketball Tournament. Our game matches the champions of Region 6 AA, the Falcons from Robbinsdale Armstrong, and the champions of Region 3 AA, the St. Paul Central Minutemen. And now, here are your starting lineups. At forward for Armstrong, 6'3" senior, number 33, Jason Johnsen. At forward for Central, 6'2" senior, number 35, Christian Hayes. At forward for the Falcons, 6'6" senior, number 55, Mike Moen. At forward for the Minutemen, 6' junior, number 43, Jerome Paul. At center for Armstrong, 7' senior, number 43, Grant Johnsen. At center for Central, 6'1" senior, number 45, Ron Taylor. At guard for the Falcons, 6'1" senior, number 13, Dan Bedrick. At guard for the Minutemen, 6'1" senior, number 23, Gerard Hughes. At guard for Armstrong, 6'1" senior, number 35, Scott Jankala. For Central, 6'1" senior, number 25, David Holman. In his 5th season as head coach with the Falcons, Larry William. In his 18th season as a head coach, Central's Dan Brink. Your officials for this semifinal game are Don Hockman and Frank White. And on the scoreboard, Robbinsdale Armstrong is the visitors, St. Paul Central the home team.
Well, last year the Armstrong Falcons were the bridesmaid, and hoping to be the bride this year, they were the runner-up, losing to Cold Spring Ricori in the AA championship game. Central here for the 11th time, has not been here since 1986. The best they've done was also a second place finish, and that was back in 1979. AA semis continue. There are the lineups. Harold Hughes and David Holman, those two great guards of the St. Paul Central Minutemen. Jason Johnsen, 31 points yesterday. And we're ready to go. Quickly in for Armstrong, and a block by Hayes.
Jankula hits the deck right away, trying to draw the foul as any good 4.0 student would do, but they rule a block. And Armstrong moves to the attack. Last night, South could not get him in a half-court game. Armstrong just ran away from him. They got a lot of easy buckets, and that time, Moen just turns and dumps it in over the top of the Central defense.
Moen had 16 points and 7 rebounds versus South. Gets the opening bucket. And back comes the St. Paul Central Minuteman attack. This is David Holman. Holman 25 and Hughes 23. Work up high. Holman off the glass. Nothing there. Gerard Hughes leaps and nails it. Gerard Hughes, again, he spells his name J-U-R-I-A-D. Pronounced Gerard. And the Falcons come back the other way. Moen nails it again.
Dan Brink is up unhappy because there's no way you should get in there that easily in a half-court game.
Mike Moen also is 6'6", is 5 inches taller than the tallest player in St. Paul Central. Not to mention your Grant Johnsen, 7 feet.
Back comes Jason Johnsen for the Armstrong Falcons. Three-pointer, up and off, no. And Gerard Hughes flies off for the rebound, deep baseline.
Oh, there was a good move by Gerard Hughes, and Jason Johnsen is no slowpoke. He flew right by it.
Wow.
Scott Jankula had 14 points against South. They work it inside. The pass got away from Moen. Is scooped up by Holman. Breaking for Hughes. Nebendrick is there. Hughes is off the glass and no. And the rebound to Mike Moen. Scott Jankula for Jason Johnsen for the Armstrong Falcons. Drop shifts. Lays it up. No. Got it back himself in the left corner. Cross court pass to Moen. Double pump. Here's Nebendrick. Good.
Uncontested again for that shot. Temple just got to show a little more poise on defense. Everybody picks somebody up.
David Holman brings the Central Minutemen down, the champions of Region 3 AA. Jerome Paul. Here's Hughes. And pulled clear by Jason Johnsen. Nebendrick. Had trouble as Hughes went by. Nebendrick with Holman on him, up high for Scott Jankula. Driving on Hughes, trying to lay it up. Hughes reached in and was knocked out.
Central getting caught out of position a little bit, but they've got some athletes who are able to gather themselves and get back into play. As we look at Dan Brink, coach for Central. Here's Gerard Hughes showing you some of them. That made him the Metro Player of the Year.
Grant Johnsen gets the bucket for Armstrong. It is now 8-4. Armstrong now Central with the ball. Hayes. Long.
That'll be a little intimidating when you're 6'2" and turn around and see a guy 7 feet tall standing there.
Arms extended overhead. Right.
The foul is on David Holman of Central. There's a timeout on the floor with 5:03 to go in the first quarter. It's an 8-4 game, and we'll be right back.
There's a new force in the air. You can't beat it, and you can only buy it at Foot Locker. The Nike Air Court Force, exclusively at Foot Locker. Where else you gonna go? The difference between a great athletic shoe store and all the rest is as simple as black and white. Foot Locker. Where else you gonna go?
Things are different on a Harley. You feel different, and at the same time it feels familiar, because deep down, you've got a little bit of Harley in you. Everyone does.
Well, 5
A Harley can take you places you never knew you had places. Things are different on a Harley.
Twin Cities Harley Davidson on Highway 101 in Savage, 890-6780.
Everybody can be a star, and we've got some of the funniest around coming up on April Fool's Live, Saturday, April 1st at 9, here on Receptive Channel 9, live from the World Field Theater in St. Paul. 90 minutes of yucks, featuring 9 of the Twin Cities' funniest comedians: Scott Hansen, Joel Hodgson, Jeff Gravino, Susan Northwaite, and a whole bunch more. So don't miss it. Saturday, April 1st at 9, it's April Fool's Live. And it is a live here on PNSP TV, Receptive Channel 9, where you see the state tournaments and the Minnesota North Stars. And a three-pointer goes short for Jason Johnsen. Back on St. Paul Central, Christian Hayes all the way, but no, the rebound, no! And underneath again for Taylor, but no. Left corner, Hughes, in and out of the three-pointer. Off drop.
They've been winning the loose ball battles here early, but they couldn't get it to fall on that sequence.
Left side, Moen got it for Falcons. 10-4. Armstrong leads by 6.
Armstrong likes to run, and you'll see them do that if they can, but their real advantage in this game is to dump it down low. And they've been very successful when they've taken enough time to go down there along the baseline of Moen.
David Holman in for Taylor, who took a walk.
Little shuffle step before he started. And that brings it back to Armstrong.
Jason Johnsen will put it in. Goodly number of green-clad sons of the old sod, not to mention daughters of the old sod, here on St. Patrick's Day in St. Paul. Underneath at the baseline, Moen for Armstrong. Because the St. Patrick's Parade had been scheduled earlier today. I don't know if it got off or not. I presume it did. David Holman brings the Minutemen back down. Taylor underneath. St. Paul Central is in a cold spell here. Trailing now by 8. Jankala, yes! And as we come back, Central coach Dan Brink wants to talk this one over.
There is Jankala taking it hard to the basket. But not so hard that he missed.
Just hung up there and then dropped. Breaking the action, 3:34 left in the first period, and Armstrong by 10.
It was reliability brought down to earth. A new high-efficiency gas furnace that is so advanced it seems almost simple. The 9580GF from Tempstar.
Get ready for the facts of life. TV's funniest teens.
Certainly be a change from milk and cookies.
That's not the school uniform.
They're breaking hearts
Pack up, Brooke Shields, you're through.
and busting all the rules
2 brews. 1 brew, I'll have a beer.
while learning all about
You had biology. Figure it out.
Saturday afternoon at 5:30 on Channel 9.
Armstrong running away at the start, just as they did last night in a near flawless victory over Minneapolis South. St. Paul Central is in line to be the next victim if they don't do something here to turn it around. We got Frank Kelly into the game as the point guard, trying to get Hughes and Holman set on the wings as they did last night, and a better path to shoot the shot.
Foul inside on the Falcons, I think. Grant Johnsen in there.
I think Jason Johnson's going to get that foul.
Jason Johnson.
Christian Hayes missed a lot of last night's game in foul trouble. He really didn't have much there. Johnson didn't need to get so aggressive that far away from the basket.
St. Paul Central should do more of the same, more of trying to take it at Armstrong to draw the fouls. And also they should be a little bit more patient than maybe they've been in terms of looking for a good shot and working it around.
There's David Holman nails that three-pointer.
And if you didn't see the game last night, that's his range. You know, he doesn't have to be any closer than that to bury it. He had a nice three-point run last night, too. 4 of them.
Bedrick inside for Moen, but a foul called in. The foul was on Jerome Paul of St. Paul Central as Larry William and the Falcons bench looks on the Robbinsdale Armstrong side. Falcons will inbounds the ball.
Tim Bunnell, one of his assistants, and also Tom Dewar on staff this year.
Jankala pumps it, took some contact off the rim. Underneath Johnsen, got it.
Very nice left hand by Johnsen away from the defense. Put it on the softball, got the roll.
Well, here's Frank Kelly at 5'5". Size-wise, the Spud Webb of the St. Paul Central Minutemen. He was an instant presence when he came on the court yesterday. Moved the ball very well. And saw a fair amount of playing time as the game went on. Inside for Taylor, up and off. Rebound underneath for Paul. Over the top. And a foul.
Good position by Paul. He's the big man, if you will, for Central. Not in size. He's just 6 feet tall, but he can get up. And he's an effective low post player. 12 rebounds in last night's victory over Recruit.
At the line, Jerome Paul.
43, Jerome Paul. He'll shoot 2.
Averages about 10 a game. Has scored as many as 20. 2-shot foul. 2 team fouls aside at this point early in the game.
He says he models himself after J.R. Reed for North Carolina and Kenny Battles out of Illinois. 2 teams still alive in the NCAAs.
Right. As, of course, the Fighting Maroon and Gold who will play those feisty Siena Saints tomorrow morning. Here's Jerome Paul. And it comes off to Dan DeBendrick. Here comes Jason Johnsen for the Armstrong Falcons, guarded by Haig. Right side, three-point range. Jankala!
Number 35, Scott Jankala for 3.
That's what a man with lightning feet will do. Johnsen creates that opening just by getting that penetration. It got to come over to respect that. He threw it over to Jankala in the corner, and he was alone for the three-point shot.
Matt Niggin, number 53, is in the Armstrong lineup. He got a lot of playing time in yesterday's quarterfinal game, wound up with 12 points, and led all rebounders with 10 in the game against South.
Johnsen going for the steal, runs over Kelly, and it's a foul.
Fouls on the Falcons, number 33.
2 minutes to go in the first quarter, and the lineup now for St. Paul Central is number 53, Jason Miles, a 6'2 junior. Will spell Ron Taylor.
And number 24, Scott Cornelius in the game for Armstrong.
Also in the game, Scott Cornelius, who saw some action yesterday, 6'3 senior for Armstrong. 2 minutes to go, first quarter, 19-8 Armstrong. Kelly inside for Paul.
Basket number 43, Jerome Paul.
Scott Cornelius, number 24, brings the Falcons down. About 5 for Dan DeBendrick. Jankala. Cornelius in the middle for Niggin.
Another foul on Paul as he tried to prevent Niggin from getting the ball. Hughes on the bench right now for Central. See Paul kind of ducked his shoulder underneath Niggin there, made contact, and that's where the foul was called. 2 fouls on Paul. He has 2 of the 3 fouls committed by Central.
DeBendrick inside for Moen over traffic. Couldn't get it. They went for the rebound, but Niggin hit the backboard with it, and out comes St. Paul Central. David Holman brings the Minutemen down. Upsy daisy, off the iron. Back to Holman. In it goes, and a foul bucket will count. Chance for 3 to David Holman.
It's bad enough to fall on the floor, but then you had a guy taking pictures of you, too.
Jason Miles is the injured party for St. Paul Central.
Unusual play here because the foul was not called on the shot. You'll see Holman get it here, and then they call the foul for Moen hitting 53 and knocking him to the floor.
Jason Miles, who's still down.
So Miles got a hand in the face is what happened there. You can see Moen, his hand take a path into the face of Miles, and so it'll be a passage for Central. A chance to get the lead under 7. Of course, we hope that Jason Miles can recover.
Now trainer Jim Marshall has come out to have a look. That's Dan Brink, the St. Paul Central coach. There's Jimmy Marshall.
State tournament position there also. William Roberts on hand.
He got in the eye, maybe. Catch an elbow or a finger in the eye. Pop to contact, I don't know. Jason Miles
trying to shake it off.
So they'll have to go back to the bench. Jamel Holtz, number 55, will check in for St. Paul Central, a 6-foot junior.
Jamel Holtz will replace Jason Miles.
Jamel Holtz. And the Minutemen will set the play here as St. Paul Central has the ball out of bounds. David Holman to play it in. Here's Kelly down the left side. Up to the corner for Holman, but it was turned back and a foul now on Frank Kelly.
Now Central with a miscue, and Kelly trying to scrap his way back into the play after losing the ball. A turnover. Grant Johnsen comes back in the game now. Armstrong and replaces Mike Moen, and he is so much bigger than anybody Central can present. In fact, Jerome Paul is a foot shorter than him, and he's standing behind him to guard him. So you have to look for Armstrong to try to work that play. I'm sure part of Central's plan is to help when he gets the ball.
Gerald Hughes back in the game now also for St. Paul Central. Gerard Hughes, number 23. Turned back by Hughes. Here he comes. Lost the ball as he went to shoot, and it's batted out of bounds, and Armstrong will get it.
Oh, great defensive effort by Matt Nigan there to knock the ball loose. Armstrong's ball. We talked about Jerome Paul at 6 feet trying to match up inside against Grant Johnsen. What he needs to do is try to keep Johnsen out and away from the block area. If Johnsen gets the basketball right around that block, the low block, it's going to be really difficult. You can see him trying to front him there. Good defense.
And the red ring for the Armstrong Falcons. Watched by Holman on the right wing for Jenkala to the paint. Went up, smacked away by Hughes. In the corner, retrieved for the Falcons, Matt Nigan. They go inside for Cornelius. Can't go. Here's Nigan. Yes.
Basket number 53.
Easy pass to the basket. Central played good defense for a while there, but it broke down after the loose ball.
Gerard Hughes off his foot. 21-12. Armstrong has really pulled out here. Armstrong jumped on it early and scored 14 of the first 18 points in the game.
They have so many offensive weapons, so that's why it's very difficult for any team to look to stop one person. Their leading scorer, Jason Johnsen, on the bench right now.
The Federick for three at the horn. And the Federick adds a trio. And at the end of the first quarter, it's the Armstrong Falcons 24 and the St. Paul Central Minutemen 12.
Jason Johnsen back in the ballgame.
Okay, look, I like my steaks very well done. What most people call ruined, I call perfect. I know it's not popular. Now, if I weren't 6'9", I'd catch a lot of flack.
I got a taste for some real food.
I heard Larry Bird likes well-done steaks, so maybe I'll invite him over for a couple of sirloins. Nice, rare sirloins. I got you, Larry. I got you.
I've got a taste for some real food.
Hey, come here, you didn't see a leprechaun come this way, did you? Oh, man, he's quick. He promised me a pot of gold if I could catch him. He's probably just full of blarney, though. Tonight, we've got a great St. Patrick's Day show for you. Kevin Dobson from Knott's Landing. And the real thing, the Irish group Hot House Flowers, plus the high-kicking dancers from the movie Rooftop. Make sure you're wearing your green carnation. I'll be checking on the next Arsenio O'Hall show. If you see him, he's mine.
Friday night at 11:05 on Channel 9.
Ready to go in the second quarter for the St. Paul Civic Center. Robbinsdale Armstrong leading St. Paul Central by 12 points. The Central Minutemen have not been able to get cracked on at all here. They haven't come up with more than 4 points in a row, at that only once in the first quarter.
That little spurt, they got a couple straight consecutive baskets after being down 19-8. Holman did hit one three-pointer, but Hughes, who started fast with 2 baskets, has not contributed since. Not often.
Here are the Central Minutemen. Christian Hayes, number 35, 6'2", senior forward.
Half-court pressure, dropping back. Let's see what they're playing.
There's a guard.
It's like a boxing one with Jenkala shading Hughes.
You better not leave Holman over there.
Long Ranger didn't go. Dragged off underneath by Mike Moen of the Armstrong Falcons. And they come back with a 12-point lead. Now Bedrick with Holman there. Here's Jenkins.
Nice quick move.
Good move to the post and off. Jerome Paul got the rebound for Central. The Minutemen spin it back down. This is David Holman right to the lane over a crowd. Pumped as he went in and was fouled.
Well, he took it into a tough territory there, but worked his shot up and drew the foul. Awfully physical up front, and they do have the three-man quickness in the backcourt. Jason Johnsen listed as a forward, but he's the fastest player on the floor probably. And then the Bedrick and Jenkins are such heady guards, and both can shoot the ball.
The foul is on Mike Moen. It's two-shot foul, but that's also the 15th foul for Armstrong.
Well, it needs him to get on the mark from the three-point range. He had 5 3-pointers for a total of 29 points against Creighton Hall, so he certainly can light it up.
Broken up by David Holman of Central. Home run.
Holman and Hughes, they call them the H-bombs, and they have brought them back a little bit at least.
9 points for Holman at this point in the game, early in the second quarter. Out of bounds.
Larry Williams now is angry, and he's signaled timeout.
That will stop play with 6:45 to go in the first half. Armstrong 24 and St. Paul Central 16.
When you've applied for a loan, the first thing you want is a fast answer. The last thing you want is to wait. And wait. And wait. And wait. Escape to TCF. We'll give you an answer in 8 hours on all kinds of loans.
You can make a great save at Family Night with the Minnesota North Stars when the Stars take on the Buffalo Sabres Saturday, March 18th at the Met Center. Save big with 4 tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 Pepsis, and a tub of popcorn, all for just $39.95. Family Night packages must be purchased in advance at the Met Center box office or charged by phone at 853-9300. Family Night on Saturday, March 18th with the Minnesota North Stars. Be a part of the excitement.
Well, the Armstrong Falcons have given that man a little trouble here in the early going. Dan Brink, head coach of the St. Paul Central Minutemen, who are 23-2 coming in this game. Armstrong 24-2. 6:44 to go in the first half. And AA semifinals roll on at the St. Paul Civic Center. Central with the ball. Paul, yeah.
That's what Paul has to do. He's not going to get effective tooling around and trying to shoot over that. But if he can take it to the basket, that's a different story.
Pressure in the backcourt. Here come the Armstrong Falcons. Now Bedrick trying to back in.
Central really turning up the intensity on defense, too. You can see them coming out much more aggressively than earlier in the game.
J.C. Johnsen drops one in.
Basket number 33, Jason Johnsen.
26-18, Armstrong with 6:01 to go in the first half. David Holman from 3, makes it look easy.
First time he pulled up, see that ball up there like that, he said it's crazy, but
big steal by Holman. Uncontested layup.
David Holman.
And he has turned this game around.
He's done it. He's been the man here. Got Central within 3.
So back come the Minutemen. They put on the pressure in the forecourt. Jason Johnsen. Contact and a foul on Christian Hayes of St. Paul Central. I should remind you, you saw as we took the first quarter break, Jason Miles heading down to the training room. He is on the bench now with a towel or some ice, I'm sure, over that left eye.
Well, the thing that Central's run here has done more than anything is Armstrong's been playing so well. He's playing so loose and just going out and reacting and just playing so well. Now they've got him thinking a little bit. Central's put enough pressure on them so that the guards are, you can see them looking at each other and guessing more what they're going to do to get open rather than just instinctively doing it.
They've had some turnovers too most recently, so the guard play is going to be very important for Armstrong.
The bonus shot.
Jason Johnson will get a bonus. Both teams in the bonus situation now. 5 team fouls aside. Jason Johnson is 2 for 2 in the game. 28-23, Armstrong now by 5. Frank Kelly back in the game for Central. That is B, number 11 with the ball. Inside, and a foul.
Good strong move in there by Holt. But he could not get at the foul. He will go to the line, trailing by 5.
That's another
They can get
53,
into the
Matt
lane.
Niggin. That's his first personal foul.
And there's Niggin coming across, nicking him a little bit.
Jamil Holtz, number 55, at the free throw line for Central.
Number 55, Jamil Holtz, shooting 2.
Aiming to get his first points on the day.
Ooh. Our officials today, Don Hockman of St. Paul, Frank White of Egan. That's Hockman handing the ball to Mr. Holtz.
His teammates saying, you'll get this one, you'll get this one. He didn't get that one. Holtz misses a couple. He was tipped out of bounds, and Central will get the ball as Gerard Hughes will play it in. Hughes had 30 points in the quarterfinal game yesterday. Frank Kelly works that ball around so well, tips it in for Jamil Holtz, leaping, cans it.
All he needs is a 7-footer in his face. He can't hit the rim on the free throw, but
you can't see it.
And there's Hayes picking up another foul, and he got in foul trouble yesterday. Now he's gotten 2 here quickly in the second quarter.
Fouls on number 35.
Christian Hayes
Personal foul.
picks it up, and at the free throw line,
Number 35, Scott
Jankala. The Armstrong Falcons will shoot 1-1. Jankala had 14 points against Saudi. Nice ball player.
Such a compliment to Johnsen. All 3 of these guards can penetrate and shoot the jumper. Makes them very tough to defend, especially when you've got weapons like Grant Johnson, Niggin, and Moen down low.
Scott Jankala. Yeah, 2 out of 2, and there's a break in the action with 4:59 to go in the first half of our AA semi at the Civic Center. 30-25, the Armstrong Falcons lead by 5.
Everybody knows that milk's for babies, charming, disarming, whatever they do. Everybody knows that milk's for babies. Wouldn't you know it, baby? Milk's for you. Soft baby skin, strong baby bones, a bright baby smile, and ooh, great muscle tone. Wouldn't you know it, baby? Milk's for you. It's a health kick, baby.
The earth, forever changing. The wonders of nature, forever unfolding. But for nearly a generation, one of the great marvels of the world has endured. The National Geographic Specials.
I'm Mike Farrell. National Geographic has always brought you unforgettable treasures. And now, here's one more. The best of the National Geographic Specials. Because wonders never cease.
Sunday night at 7 on Receptive Channel 9.
That's the Central rooting section. They trail Robbinsdale Armstrong by 5 points, but that is a darn sight better than what they were looking at about the beginning of the second quarter. They were trailing 19-8 at one point and couldn't get much going, but David Holman with a couple of steals and a couple of rainbow three-pointers got the Minutemen right back in it, and they've held close ever since. They'll pass the ball in against that Armstrong pressure.
That's right, Jamil Holtz also making some nice inside contributions.
Here's Frank Kelly to throw it in for the St. Paul Central Minutemen. Jerome Paul. And Kelly against pressure. Kelly's a good ball handler. Here's Hughes. The Central Minutemen trailing by 5. Three-pointer off. Dan the Bedrick back for Armstrong. Leads the Falcons down. Tried to haul it up and was fouled as he went up by Gerard Hughes.
Well, 3rd time's a charm for Jankala. He's gone in there against Hughes 3 times now. Twice blocked. This one was close to a clean play, but
he did the right thing by using a little double pump there. The fake in the air.
First personal foul.
On the double pump for Jankala, who was on the homecoming royalty this year for Armstrong. Popular young man. Great student.
Jankala's 2 for 2 so far today.
Is he one of those 4-0 students?
Yes, he is.
How boring to never get a B.
That's kind of fun, actually.
Jankala has scored every way you can. 1 2-pointer, 1 3-pointer, 3, or is it 4 free throws? He's 4 for 4 at the line now.
Says he might possibly want to go into coaching. Well, then I know he's not as bright as that 4-0.
Hughes and Frank Kelly bring the Central Minutemen down. Holt slapping his hands. That was tipped wide, tipped in by Armstrong, and out of bounds again. It'll go to St. Paul Central.
Good effort by Megan there. Megan has a younger sister named Jenny who plays in the Armstrong girls team.
4:24 to go in the first half, 32-25. Armstrong leads by 7. Central with the ball, way high. Gerard Hughes up and off. He spent more time off his feet than on his feet.
Tough shot.
Frank Kelly squirms through. Hughes won't get it. He traveled.
He had no room there to put his feet down, and he was trying to make something happen. Holman comes back in the game now. He's gotten a little bit of a rest for Central. They've got it back to 7 now, and they did have it down to 3. They don't want to slide any further. He was just whirled and fired from way out. I know why from a standing start like that. There's no way I can get up to the basket.
Christian Hayes back in for St. Paul Central for Frank Kelly. Long shot no. Gerard Hughes pulls it off. Here come the Minutemen. Breaking quickly. Bounce pass right. Holman underneath.
There is the pass break.
Yes, classic pass break.
That was the 3H foul. They could be a 4H club. They get one more. Hughes hollered to Hayes for the basket on that last break for Central.
Now 3:38 to go in the half. It's 32-27. A 5-point game again. Underneath Jerome Paul. Got it.
Now some of that quickness has forced Armstrong to spread out a little. And Central gets him in a one-on-one situation there, especially Paul against the bigger man. He's able to take it to the glass. He's done it 3 times now.
Moen from the Bedrick was shut off, and again the Minutemen come back and they travel with the ball. In the lineup now for St. Paul Central will be number 45 Ron Taylor, and in for Armstrong Falcons Scott Cornelius. Will take the ball.
Gets a break for Central here. Jason Johnsen back from the bench for Armstrong.
Moen underneath spins it in. Nice play.
Good feed there.
He has such nice soft touch on his basket.
He had 16 points and 7 rebounds against South in yesterday's AA quarterfinal round. Christian Hayes for the Central Minutemen. Holman in the middle. Jamil Holtz. Down and away. Right side for Hayes. Stepping in. Leaping. It was on the wrong side and hauled down by Niggin. Long one from Jankala. Boom. And down went Scott Cornelius.
These two teams have had a common opponent, Minneapolis South. St. Paul Central lost to South earlier in the year, 79-67. And of course, Armstrong disposed of South quite handily last night.
Central did come back to beat South in the Twin City game in overtime, however, so they
did win the championship.
Yeah, they won it by 7, but it was an overtime game.
Ball intercepted and turned back by Armstrong, Scott Cornelius. Dan the Bedrick. Here's Jankala on the right wing and the Bedrick on the point. Jankala watched by Gerard Hughes. And out Cornelius. Jankala to the lane. Out for the Bedrick. That didn't pan out, but it was tipped out of bounds by Gerard Hughes apparently. Armstrong will get the ball.
One team that beat both of these teams that isn't in the tournament this year is the Osceola Orioles. They had a fine year. Minneapolis South, of course, taking care of them in the region final. Stuart Kramer having another excellent year.
Excellent basketball, excellent hockey team.
And girls basketball, of course, winning the AA championship last weekend.
That's right. It's been a sports sensational year up in Osseo. In the middle, Matt Niggin for Armstrong. The Falcons lead 36-29 with just under 2 minutes to go in the first half. Here's Central's Holman. Nothing there. Whole rebound off the top. Hughes underneath. Oh, off the top.
Quick leapers, boy. Hughes sneaking inside there, even though he is not as big as some of those guys for Armstrong along the front. Talking about Niggin and Moen and Johnsen. There's the second miss by Holman, but Hughes is inside there with his quickness, and he draws the foul.
Scott Cornelius says Hughes went up, drew the foul. That's his first. Jason Jensen back in the ballgame now for Armstrong. Here's Gerard Hughes at the free throw line for the Central Minutemen. His first trip to the line this afternoon. Points yesterday. Gerard Hughes, his season average is 25.7. His high game, 38. Very deliberate free throw shooter, and he nails 2 out of 2. 1:45 to go in the half, and Central again closes the gap. 5-point Armstrong lead. Jankala applied. And as he turned in, a foul. They're going to call it on Hughes, who is he pointing at Holman?
Hughes is pointing at Holman. He's saying,
that's what I said.
He didn't want to pick up the foul. He's only got 2, but maybe Holman. I don't know if that his teammate deserved it more or what.
Here's Jankala at the free throw line.
Jankala is a pretty sure bet from there. He's drained 5 now in this quarter, and they've got to avoid fouling him, it looks like.
1-on-1 situation. Bonus shot. Scott Jankala 6 out of 6. 38-31. Armstrong by 7. 90 seconds to go in the first half at the Civic Center. Here's Gerard Hughes.
Come on, Mike, let's go.
Off for Taylor, high for Holman. St. Paul Central with the ball. Holman leaping, it won't count. Yes, they will. Like they waved it off for a minute, but
no, he did wave it off. He's saying the foul was committed by Johnsen on the floor before the shot.
Yeah, they did wave it off.
So Holman goes back to the line. I'd like to take a minute to say hello to Dick McWaters, who is a long-time figure on the Minnesota athletics scene. He graduated the university, played basketball there. A great star at Red Wing in his younger days, and recently retired as athletic director at Minneapolis Roosevelt. Suffered a heart attack about a month ago. He's still recuperating at Abbott Northwestern, and I want to say a special hello to him and his family. Hope to see him back at the tournament next season.
David Holman is 4 for 4 at the free throw line. And is piling on the points here as the half goes along. 16 points unofficially. Underneath for Armstrong. Up and blocked Graham Johnsen. And the Central Minutemen come boiling back. Steve Kennedy on the left side for Hughes. Shovels it up with no. Hughes tried for his own rebound, and a foul as he came down, and Armstrong's unbelieving Graham Johnsen.
I'd like to see that again. It did look like Johnsen had the position and the ball there, but we'll take a look.
Hughes follows the shot, though, as he should always do after Hughes.
Hughes is up there, and Johnsen leans into him a bit, draws the foul. And
Johnsen technically had inside position, but that doesn't always hold true.
Hughes was up there high, had his hands on the ball, so he goes to the line, shooting the 1-and-1.
Gerard Hughes is 2 for 2.
1-and-1.
His nickname is Raheem.
Busher. 53 seconds to go in the first half.
The bonus shot.
Hughes is in no hurry.
He has, of course, 10 seconds after the squeeze the basketball to shoot it. Plenty of time. Nail it.
He's well within that limit, and you can't argue with his results.
Nope. Batted out of the air by Steve Kennedy. But here come the Falcons. It's off a shoe, and it winds up in possession of Ron Taylor. Hughes just kicked it in. Here comes Holtz. Hard. Jamil Holtz.
Yeah, it looked like he might have even walked before the
I was just going to say that
contact there, but You can see an athlete Central has relentless pursuit. He had the steal, and then Kennedy didn't give up. He knocked it loose again. That triggered ahead, and Hughes made a great play to save the ball. But it now belongs to Armstrong. 40 seconds left in the half. Central comes with the pressure.
St. Paul Central, we're just glad to finally be back here. They were here every year just about in the early 80s. In fact, for the 7 of the 8 years between 1979 and 86, they were here. But they were ousted in the 3AA semi the last 2 years. So a long-standing tradition of state tournament hockey of Gerard Hughes. Round up down in front of the Central Pep Band.
As he knocked the ball loose again, and Armstrong would pass it in. He's trying to guard against that lob at Johnsen that worked earlier in the game.
Here's
See the sandwich they put on him.
Cornelius to put the ball in with 34 seconds to go in the first half. Armstrong leading Central by 3. In for DeBedrick. Comes up. In and out. Rebound to Camille Holtz. Time remaining in the first half. David Holman in the center circle for St. Paul Central. Steve Kennedy up at the top of your screen. Hughes at the bottom. This is Kennedy for Hughes now.
And Bedrick right in Holman's pocket. He doesn't want a long three-pointer swishing through there.
There it comes.
Hughes and not Holman.
That's what you have to contend with when you got Gerard Hughes shooting out there. And a blocking foul at the horn is going to be whistled on Jamel Holtz of Central. So the half is not over.
Dan Brink up and a little bit angry. They couldn't have executed any better on the other end.
Didn't need to come out there and foul him. He was well out away from the basket. DeBedrick will have that one-on-one, a chance to give his team the lead.
Second personal foul.
Time has expired in the first half. The whistle was blown on Jamel Holtz just before the horn sounded. So to complete the half, Dan DeBedrick will shoot 1-1 for the Armstrong Falcons. And he'll get a bonus.
Got a nice little welt there on the side of his face where he smacked into.
It is going to be a tie game, but now DeBedrick has given Armstrong 1-point lead, and that's how it will stay. And that's the end of the first half from the St. Paul Civic Center. The score, the Armstrong Falcons 39, the St. Paul Central Minutemen 38, and we'll be back for the 1989 Boys State High School Basketball Tournament following station identification.
Right now, your local Ford dealer is offering low 4.9% financing that'll save you hundreds on the cars and trucks you want. Get 4.9 financing or $750 cash back on rugged Ford Ranger, America's best-selling compact pickup. 4.9 financing or $400 cash back on Ford Festiva, the affordable little car that's fun to drive. And 4.9 financing or $500 cash back on Ford Escort, the world's best-selling car. See your local Ford dealer for low 4.9% financing or up to $750 cash back. But don't wait, it all ends soon.
The Auto Directory, a free computerized vehicle shopping service, will find the vehicle you're looking for absolutely free of charge. Call 633-6788 and watch for our TV shows.
Love has always been fun.
What's that, baby?
Now it's funny. This is the new show where the boys meet the girls on the road to romance.
Lots of loving.
You got it.
Her lips are quivering, and it's scaring me.
If you're looking for love, this is the perfect aphrodisiac.
I think I'd go for him.
Here's the way to play the game of romance.
Don't do that now.
It's straight to the heart, coming soon.
Premieres Monday afternoon at 2 on Channel 9.
I'm feuding with my neighbors and things are starting to get ugly.
What's the problem?
Oh, wild parties, loud music, guttural moan. All night, every night.
Maybe you should talk to him.
I did. I said, if you don't like it, move.
Catch Night Court, weeknights at 6:30 on Channel 9.
Perry Williams back at the St. Paul Civic Center, halftime of our Class AA semifinal, the second one of the session. As a great comeback by the Minutemen of St. Paul Central. They trail by 12 after the first quarter, and they've cut it to 1, 39-38. Falcons of Robbinsdale Armstrong lead this. And the winner will take on Owatonna for the Class AA championship here tomorrow night at the St. Paul Civic Center. Of course, that championship last year was won by Ricori of Cold Spring. They were eliminated in the consolation bracket today, but we thought you might like a closer look at Ricori of Cold Spring High School.
Rocori, built in 1969, is a high school for 9th and 12th grades in central Minnesota with an enrollment of 643 students in the top 4 grades. Rocori draws its name from its 3 communities, Rockville, Cold Spring, and Richmond. The Rocori district is located in the Central Lakes area. The major industries are agriculture, a granite quarrying and fabricating company, a meat processing and packaging firm, a brewery, resorts, and recreational areas. Rocori offers opportunities for all students through a comprehensive curriculum and extensive extracurricular activities. Rocori High School operates on a 6-period day trimester system. The school day is divided into 6 60-minute periods with students scheduled for 6 classes each day for 12 weeks. During the 3 trimesters each year, a student would take 18 classes. In 4 years, a student completes 39 required classes and 33 electives from the 165 total courses offered. Students can explore both academic, vocational, and avocational interests. Our Career Ventures program provides all students with opportunities to explore many career areas by visiting local businesses. Computers are used throughout the building, both in programming classes and integrated into other learning experiences in various classrooms. Rocori boasts a modern, full-service information media center that houses a collection of both print and non-print information. This center provides both staff and students with information in all formats, print, video, film, and computer software, along with associated equipment. Rocori High School is well known for its fine extracurricular activities, from its music program to its championship athletic teams. Within the last 2 years, the girls' track team has won the state AA championship, the girls' basketball team finished as state AA runner-up, and the boys' basketball team last year won the AA state championship. The Rocori wrestling team, girls' softball, baseball, and football teams have also recently participated in state tournaments. The marching band has toured the United States and Canada over the past several years and has won many national trophies. The Rocori Scarlet Color Guard has performed at the state basketball tournaments for the past 20 years. The entire Rockville, Cold Spring, and Richmond area is proud of their school students and salute their Region 8 AA champions.
Closer look at Rocori, home of the Spartans. As we mentioned, they won the big prize here a year ago and returned only 1 starter from that team, and they did a great job just getting back to the 1989 tournament. And that's where we will return to the St. Paul Civic Center after this break. Halftime of our second Class AA semifinal as St. Paul is trailing Robbinsdale Armstrong by 1.
It's Arby's Chicken Variety Show, starring the fabulous chicken filet combo. A chicken filet sandwich, fries, and a 20-ounce soft drink. And here's that popular French combo, Arby's Chicken Cordon Bleu combo. Chicken Cordon Bleu with fries and a 20-ounce soft drink. And now, direct from the club circuit, Arby's Roast Chicken Club combo. Arby's unique Roast Chicken Club, fries, and a 20-ounce soft drink. Arby's Chicken Combo, just give them a really big hand.
Chicken Choice Combo is only $2.99.
If it sometimes seems like this is the only way to get money out of your bank, escape to TCF. With Command Credit, you can write yourself a loan anytime. And the interest may be deductible under the new tax code. See your tax advisor.
Howdy.
Have spring fever? Do something about it. Stop into Champion Auto Stores during our Spring Fever sale and save on what you need to revitalize your car or truck for spring. Champion Auto Stores Spring Fever sale.
Hi, I'm Bob Stein. I hope you'll take advantage of the great things our home state has to offer. Support Minnesota companies and their products. Buy Minnesota.
I'll be checking, so wear green with Knots Landing's Kevin Dobson and Irish rock group Hot House Flowers on the next Arsenio O'Hall show.
Friday night at 11:05 on Channel 9.
Perry Williams back in St. Paul on St. Patrick's Day. Now let's go over to Janet Carvinen with a very special guest. Janet?
Thank you, Perry. I'm here with Dorothy McIntyre, the Associate Executive Director from the Minnesota State High School League. Dorothy, of course, is one of the first ladies on the female side in terms of getting sports opportunities for young females. And first of all, Dorothy, I want to talk first of all about the tournament last weekend, the girls basketball tournament. We certainly enjoyed our coverage, and new record set on attendance, and it really went well overall, didn't it?
Oh, wasn't that a thrill? I think it's appropriate that we link the girls and boys basketball tournaments, because in the schools that's the way they happen too. And over those 14 years, we have watched the attendance continue to grow, but probably Saturday night watching a record-setting group of people come in to watch the double finals that we now have. That's a thrill that goes beyond words.
You did a tremendous job. I think it's a great idea having the two championships in one evening and a great crowd on hand. You certainly, your involvement with the high school league extends beyond the female side of sports too, though. Your new role this year is supervisor of officials for the state of Minnesota for the high school league. What kinds of things are you trying to do now in that new role?
Well, there's a rich tradition of officials because, of course, without them, there's no competitive program available. And those 5,000 officials that register with us each year require rules meetings and assistance. We're now branching out into recruiting clinics because the supply of officials has dwindled to the point where there has to be a real focus on the need for new officials, and we're especially looking for female officials and minority officials to join.
I know at my summer basketball camp I had some female officials come out, and I think it's a great way, not only for women again, but for anyone who wants to stay involved in athletics, to stay being a part and contribute to the development of sport.
You know, we have a tradition now, both boys and girls athletics, and when you reach that senior year, and you remember that, Janet, and you hang up that high school uniform, you say, now what now? And we're saying, switch to stripes. Hang up that high school uniform, switch into an official's uniform, and give back to the program some of the things that you gained.
When did you notice the recent decline? Has it just been in the last year or two that you really...
Well, it's quite a national phenomenon because the girls' athletics increased the number and the required number of officials that were needed. But in the past 3 or 4 years, we've noticed that, and we're beginning to turn it around already.
I know it's a tremendous task for you, Dorothy McIntyre, but thank you for being with us, and best wishes on your new assignment.
Oh, thank you, Janet.
Okay, Dorothy McIntyre, the Associate Director of the High School League. Back to Perry Williams.
Thank you, Janet. Dorothy always does a great job, and we're looking forward to a great second half between St. Paul Central and Robbinsdale Armstrong. The Falcons lead by 1.
At Blaine Dodge, buy a new Dodge Caravan for only $10,499 or $159 a month. Caravans, $10,499 or $159 a month. At Blaine Dodge, $99.99 Central.
Next time on Webster, there's a crook loose and on the prowl.
14 robberies in 1 week.
Make it 15. He knocked over a candy store last night. Got $1,500 and 600 pounds of gummy bears.
And Catherine's friend could be the old cat burglar himself.
I do assure you, the cat is dead. They say that Elvis is dead too. But you know, you hear story.
Look out, they're gonna catch a thief. Next time on Webster.
Friday at 5:30 on Channel 9, the North Star station.
I think we got ourselves a bird out there.
They said it couldn't happen. But it did. Russian soldiers on American soil. The place, Alaska. The time, the near future. The nightmare is coming true.
Mr. President, they are Soviets. I need time.
Rock Hudson, Brian Keith, David Soule, and Kathy Lee Crosby trying to prevent World War III.
Sunday at noon on Receptive Channel 9. This is KMSP-TV, Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Well, thanks to a late free throw for Robbinsdale Armstrong, it is 39-38. The Falcons lead by 1 point as we get set for the start of the third quarter. Welcome back to the St. Paul Civic Center. Well, we certainly saw plenty of action in the first half, Jim, and the Armstrong Falcons had almost had to go into the locker room tied, but for that late free throw.
Armstrong looked like they were going to do what they did to South last night. They jumped out big, and Central looked a little shaky, but they got it together, and Steps jumps out at me as rebounding. Central, a much shorter club. They've been able to hold their own on the boards. They've gone to the foul line about an equal number of times. The rest of it, there's not much to choose from. Central has to be able to get on the board with them and hold their own in shooting percentage, not giving up a lot of easy baskets.
First half point scoring leaders for St. Paul Central, David Holman with 16. He leads all scorers. And for Robbinsdale Armstrong, Scott Jankala has 11. So they lead the way offensively, and it has been a mighty offense-oriented first half. Third quarter coming up. The Armstrong Falcons and the St. Paul Central Minutemen.
Quality water treatment products, that's the Commerce family.
Hi, I'm Pat Commerce. Let me show you how to get delicious filtered drinking water in your office without the inconvenience of bottles. This is the unbottled water cooler filtration system. You get the freshness of bottled water without the expense, and it works with existing plumbing. Show your employees and clients that you care with pure drinking water from Commerce.
Call 781-3367 for a free water testing and estimate.
Hi, Dad. Jane.
Hey, Jim.
Cool.
I think we're a success.
Where'd you learn to use all this stuff?
Training at the Technical Institute, Jim. That's how I got my job here.
I still don't know what I'm gonna do yet.
Jim, whatever career you decide on, just make sure that the school that you choose puts you to work when you finish.
Feel good about yourself and feel great about your future.
Last year, almost 2 million families stopped buying regular Pepsi. About 500,000 of them moved to one major soft drink. That's more than moved to any other. A soft drink with smooth, satisfying, real cola taste, yet just 1 calorie. That soft drink is Diet Coke. Minnesota, taste what so many Pepsi drinkers have already discovered.
Just for the taste of it, Diet Coke.
The move is on to Diet Coke.
1 point separates the Armstrong Falcons and the Central Minutemen as we get set for the start of the third quarter. From the St. Paul Civic Center as the AA boys semifinals continue. Tonight it's the Class A semis beginning at 7 o'clock. So we hope you'll be with us. Warren and Rushford followed by Russell, Tyler, Ripton, and Staples Motley in the A bracket. The Armstrong Falcons started inside. Pan out, it was knocked out of bounds anyway. Armstrong will keep the ball.
A little roll off the screen as they tried to lob it up there to Grant Johnsen, but Jerome Paul heads up. Got a hand on it.
Dan Bedrick up high, hanging on. Not satisfied with what he sees. Inside almost broken up by Paul. Now Grant Johnsen off the fingertips. Jason Johnson comes up with the ball, and here's Jankler. Scott Jankler up high for the Armstrong Falcons. Starting a deliberate offense here at the beginning of the third quarter. The Bedrick tipped away by Holman, retrieved by Jason Johnson. Spins it, baseline right. Grant Johnsen up and on. Grant Johnsen with the rebound, up and fouled as he went up.
It looks like somebody might have pulled Mr. Johnson's chain there during the halftime, because for a man much the tallest player on the floor, he didn't really figure much in the first half. Had only the 2 points, and I'm sure that, well, he just said his name about 4 times here in the first 45 seconds of play, and that means that he's going after it a little more. Just 1 for 2 from the field in the first half and had just 1 rebound.
Grant Johnsen at the free throw line. Pass off the front. Johnson again was in there, but it's pulled clear now by Jerome Paul for Central all the way. Down it is by David Holman. It's a 40-40 game. 80 points in and nothing decided between these two teams. Bedrick lost control. Holman got a hand on it. And David Holman with the Central Minutemen. To the corner. Gerard Hughes up and on. And the rebound to Grant Johnson. Here's Scott Jankler, 6'1" senior guard of the Armstrong Falcons. The Bedrick on the left side, eyeballed by Holman. In the middle they go. Nothing there, and on the right baseline, finally second trial is in by Mike Moen.
Moen has 12 down in the game.
A little three-quarter court pressure.
Holman for the Minutemen in on Christian Hayes. And St. Paul Central works the ball high. Armstrong in a 2-on-2 zone. Whoa, Ranger Holman got the iron. And a foul underneath.
Grant Johnson's going to get that foul. Jerome Paul had his hands on the ball. He's been a very effective rebounder. Johnson hands on it, doesn't agree, but it'll be passed into Central.
Let's take a look there on the rebound. Grant Johnson coming over. And a foul, his third.
Falcons will get this one out of bounds. Early moments of the third quarter at the St. Paul Civic Center. 42-40 Armstrong at the moment. Here's Scott Jenkins for the Armstrong Falcons. Jason Johnson for Moen. Block. Here's Jason Johnson again, up and in.
Moen had the shot. He probably should have just gone in for it. Sometimes you can make one too many passes on those fast breaks, but it turned out okay for Armstrong.
With that trap again, that time they got a bad pass. They couldn't get over there.
Bernard Hughes. It's in. It's a two-pointer. Just inside the three-point line. 44-42. Central now trailing by 2. Armstrong Falcons with the ball and too long in the backcourt.
I would not want to be trying to bring the ball up by myself against Holman and Hughes. I mean,
there's a daunting proposition.
Frederick had a lot to think about there. He really didn't get the help that he should have on that particular play by Johnsen and Jenkins.
He also picked up his dribble, and that also explains you those 10 seconds that you have to get it across that half-court line.
Niggin is in for Grant Johnson, now for Armstrong.
Pretty good seat we have here.
Central Minutemen with the ball. Hughes, 2 steps in, and in she goes.
Well, Holman did it in the first half. Hughes, though, did have 11 in the first half.
Jason Johnson blasts in, high post up, and off, and the rebound to Ron Taylor.
Frederick's got it going their way right now. Tied it up.
St. Paul Central with the ball.
Darren Hayes to take a shot. Well, Johnson came out and really intimidated.
Back out comes Dan DeBedrick for the Armstrong Falcons for the free throw line. Nice little play underneath, up and in for Matt Niggin.
DeBedrick went up as if he was going to shoot it and nailed DeBedrick underneath.
That was pretty, and Central calls timeout with 4:44 left in the third quarter, and the Armstrong Falcons leading by 2.
Used to be, when investors got into the stock market, they could almost plan on things going one way. But unfortunately, things don't always come out as planned. So if you're looking for an investment you can count on, come to TCF for a variety of insured savings plans that offer a guaranteed rate and keep yourself well covered.
Hi, I'm Arnie Carlson. A strong economy keeps Minnesotans working, so join me in supporting Minnesota companies and the products they make. Buy Minnesota.
Here's a Laphrodisiac just for lovers.
Kiss me all over.
Whoa!
Love's always been fun. Now it's funny. On the new show where the boys meet the girls on the road to romance. It's the premiere of Straight to the Heart, coming soon.
Premieres Monday afternoon at 2 on Channel 9.
Larry William on the Armstrong bench as they plot strategy in the third quarter. We have 4:44 to go in the third period. 2-point lead for Armstrong. Central will have the ball. Dan Brink, the Central coach. Holman and Hughes. What a pair they've been. They combined for 55 last night, and they're on their way to a similar mark tonight.
Together, they average over 40 points a game. That'll beat some teams by itself. David Holman, left side now for Christian Hayes, and here it goes.
Pretty move.
Christian Hayes, number 35. 4 points on the afternoon. Back down come the Falcons. Jankala to the right side. Jason Johnson off the rim. Gerard Hughes, long down, picked out of the air by Brian Broder. And a foul on Christian Hayes. Broder, number 11 in the game for Armstrong, went flying up to pull down the ball. And Hayes is assessed the foul.
Personal second team foul.
Broder plays it in for Jenkala. 17 high. Now Jenkala takes it down the right side, muscles his way down to the corner. Out for Jason Johnson. On the left side, they bang it around.
They're much better in the half-court defense right now, matched up man-to-man. Early in the game, they were giving up those easy baskets.
Underneath for Niggin, and the Falcons make it a 2-point lead again, 48-46.
For Armstrong, working, waiting until he got a good look at the bucket. Niggin provided it.
He sure has provided a lot of spark for this team today.
There's no defense for that.
Oh, no way.
He dribbles toward the baseline. You've got to stay with him. He just stopped and popped.
Deep right baseline for Armstrong. Moen got it. Hold on. Here's Hayes. David Holman in the middle, popping. Paul in and out. Almost got his own rebound, and then the collision down in the lane got the foul.
That's Jerome Paul.
Paul committed a common error in that you want to always follow your shot to go for the offensive rebound. But what he did now, when you watch the replay here, when he shot the ball, he stopped, kind of hesitated, and then he decided, oh, I better go get the ball. And that's when he got in trouble.
Paul has 4 fouls, so Holt has to come in for him. Take a look at Hughes on the dribble. 2 men on him, and he just scores it.
Off the dribble. Hits the spot, straight up.
So the Armstrong Falcons, Scott Jankala will bring it down. They're rocking it inside. Johnsen for Jankala. Johnsen top of the circle, watched by Holman. Up in the air and off the iron. Rebound comes to Christian Hayes of St. Paul Central. The Minutemen don't waste any time, and in the middle he goes, and off the rim. Flying back, got his own rebound, and that time the foul is on Armstrong player Jason Johnsen.
Central feels it now. They're going for every loose ball. They've played pretty well there by Hayes. He didn't get the shot, but out scrambled Jason Johnsen for the loose ball. Here he comes shooting it over Moen. There's the loose ball, and Johnsen got caught kind of underneath. Not really a bad play on his part. He was just going for the ball. And unfortunately for him, Hayes had it when he ran into it.
From the corner, Hughes bounced it off the top. Deep underneath, nothing there also for Taylor, and back on the Armstrong Falcons. Jankala in the middle, Cornelius, and it got away.
Moen was thinking about what he was going to do with the ball before he actually caught it. Trying to teach players to always look the ball right into your hands every time, just like a wide receiver.
David Holman walks the Central Minutemen back down. It is 48 all. 2:03 to go in the third quarter. Brent Kelly getting set to come back in for the Central Minutemen. Now leaping Hayes off the rim, and a foul coming back down.
Taylor got the hard rebound there as Hayes is trying to get into the act offensively, put up the shot. Paul won the battle. There's the shot by Hayes. Good looking form on that jumper, but it went way too hard off of there. Taylor had his hand on it, and he is fouled by Niggin. So it'll be Hughes to pass it in. Last time they had a very simple inbound, and then it went right back into the corner to Hughes, and he shot it. This time Hayes dragged that foot.
And there's a break in the action with 1:46 to go in the third quarter. It's all locked up at 48 aside.
There's a timeout on the floor.
To see more of the hot styles in athletic footwear, you can go to Foot Locker. Or you can go through these lockers. Foot Locker. Where else you gonna go? Foot Locker carries the largest selection of cross-training shoes for whatever your routine. Foot Locker. Where else you gonna go?
You feel the motion. The fever is high.
If you like your cars big, smooth, and powerful, this ought to be your next one. The Pontiac Bonneville from your Pontiac Excitement dealers.
Get on your Pontiac and ride. Pontiac ride.
Now, with $1,000 cash back or 4.9% financing, there's no reason to wait. Experience a new Bonneville at your Pontiac Excitement dealers.
1:46 to go in the third quarter at the Civic Center. Armstrong and St. Paul Central mixing it up here in the right to head into the Class AA championship game tomorrow night to take on Owatonna. And the Armstrong Falcons will flip the ball and play. Scott Cornelius for it. Scott Jankala. And the Falcons come down. Frank Kelly in the game now for Central. You see him racing in and out. And bothering Jankala. In the corner they go. Deep right baseline. Moen got it in. Frank Kelly brings the Central Minutemen back down.
Mike Moen only averages 8.2 points a game, but he certainly has been a key figure in Armstrong's scoring plans.
That's the thing about Armstrong. They're so deep. They've got so many players who can rise to the occasion. It can be a different guy each night. Central got to get it done with the H-bombs, and there goes another one.
Gerard Hughes pops another one from long range for the Central Minutemen. 20 points. Back he comes again. Hughes, and in his way was the foot of Scott Jankala. Jankala gets the blocking foul, and
great anticipation for Hughes on that steal. He just saw what was coming and stole the ball cleanly. And as he tried to work his way around Jankala, he got bumped, and it's still not shooting foul, just the 13th foul on Armstrong.
Air ball from the corner.
That's a tough shot for moving to his left, stopping and shooting one from that distance. That would have been amazing.
And the foul coming down on Ron Taylor of Central as Jankala was breaking hard. Now 39 seconds left in the third quarter. 51-50 Central with its first lead in a while.
14 fouls now on both sides, so we go 1-1 from here on out.
Jankala set to put it inbounds for the Armstrong Falcons. Referee making sure everybody's in the right spots, and then it comes from the corner. No for 3 points underneath. Moen, no. They're going to walk at it for Grant Johnsen. That wouldn't go. And on to the Central Minutemen. Taylor got the ball to Christian Hayes.
They want one shot. Van Brink is signaling, and Kelly pulls it back out. They'll try to hold.
Frank Kelly was tipped away.
See what they come up with. Hayes.
Now Hayes with a look at the clock, goes to the paint, batted away underneath by Grant Johnsen. Back comes Jankala, 1 second left. And will not count as the third quarter is over. So it's still a 1-point margin with 1 quarter to go in the boys AA semifinal. It is St. Paul Central 51 and Armstrong 50.
Where'd you get all that cash?
It's the money I saved at Toyota of Hastings.
The word is out. You can save big by purchasing your next car at Toyota of Hastings. It's a big city selection at small town prices. Toyota of Hastings. Drive a little, save a lot.
Now it's Whirlpool days at Rent-A-Center. Whirlpool full-size washers and dryers. Whirlpool stackable washers and dryers. At Rent-A-Center, there's no money down, no credit check, and this month you'll even get a free Conair wet and dry vac with a Whirlpool appliance rental. So bring home Whirlpool performance from one of these Rent-A-Center stores.
The Central Minutemen enjoying their only lead of the game. To this point, 51-50 as we get set for the start of the fourth quarter. It was all Hughes and Hayes for the Minutemen in the third quarter, with the exception of the one down in there by Jamel Holtz. Otherwise, it was Hughes, Hayes, Hughes, Hughes. Gerard Hughes and Christian Hayes doing the damage for the Minutemen.
See if Holman is back in the game here at the start of the fourth quarter, and see if he can contribute.
Steve Kennedy couldn't hang on. Here's Scott Cornelius underneath, but no. And right back off to Kennedy.
Armstrong now, card number 11.
In the middle, here is Holtz. Off the side, and Grant Johnsen pulls off the rebound. Surrounded for the moment, now Bader will play it ahead.
Got Moen long, they can see him.
Picked out of the air by Christian Hayes of Central. Hayes wheels, and it was tipped away out of bounds as he tried to dish it up for David Holman on the baseline.
Jason Johnson's been getting a rest, and now he is back in the game for Armstrong.
Also Dan Vendrick checking in.
For him and Bader go out of the game, so Armstrong coming back with their reliables right now, not wanting to wait.
Remember again, 14 fouls aside at this point. Holman's shot misfires. Foul underneath.
That'll go against number 55, Holtz.
Jamel Holtz
and
of the
send Armstrong to the line.
Minutemen, and that's the 15th foul.
Gerard Hughes got a brief rest. He's back now. Kennedy goes to the bench. Moen will be shooting for Armstrong.
See the great position there by Mike Moen on the rebound or the replay. Good job. He was an honorable mention all conference. And the late Brett, just quite an honor.
Mike Moen has not been to the free throw line for the Armstrong Falcons today, and he cans the first one here in the fourth quarter. He ties the game at 51-51.
When you think about a team like Wayzata, that's a community that hasn't been to the tournament in quite a time. They had a great ball club this year, split with Armstrong, and lost in that crucial region final by 1 basket.
Craig Johnsen, of course, the coach at Wayzata, has done a fabulous job with that program over the years.
Here's a leaper off the rim by Holman, and it was touched apparently underneath by Grant Johnsen, and Central will keep the ball.
Now, Holman had his shot that time. He had a good look at it. Had a good angle to bank it in from, just didn't get it.
Christian Hayes wheeling, hooked it over the top of the basket, and underneath pulled off by Mike Moen. Back down, Johnsen to Bedrick. Tipped out as Holman caught up with it.
That is speed. I thought for sure that the Bedrick was in alone.
I don't think the Bedrick had any idea that he probably had plenty of time to take it up.
Now back in again to Bedrick. Lays it